Show, I have a very special guest joining me today. He's a man that holds a 3-0 record with 2 KOs. He's one of the most highly anticipated prospects in all boxing right now. Goes by the nickname Zaybop. That's Zaquin Moses. Zay, appreciate you taking time to come on today, man.
What's up, man? What's up?
Not much, man. Well, first things first, I want to ask you about. You go by the nickname Zaybop. Obviously, I'm sure I know where the Zay comes from, but I want to know about the Bop part. Where'd that come from? How'd you get that nickname?
The bop came from my grandfather. When I was younger, he always called me Bop Bop. When I was in the gym, I'd be throwing combinations. He'd just be like Bop Bop Bop. So I just
Okay.
ran with the Bop, and my name's Zay, so I put the Zay in front of it, and it makes Zay Bop.
I love that, man. Well, let's get into your upcoming fight. You're just about almost literally a week away now. June 14th, you'll be stepping back in the ring for your fourth career fight against Carl Rogers, who's 3-2. As you
Yeah.
are now a week out, what's going through your mind as you get ready for the fight?
Um, for real, it's fight time.
Right.
Fight time. I'm watching a lot of boxing. Keeping my head straight, staying locked in. And, and, and I'm just ready. It's just ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to shine, and I can't wait.
You know, each fighter I talk to seems to have a different approach when it comes to fight week. And obviously, like I said, you're still just a little bit over a week out. But as you
Um,
start approaching a fight, is there a shift in your mindset? Like, obviously, let's say 7 days out as opposed to 2 or 3 weeks out. Is there a certain shift that goes through your mind?
for sure. I mean, when it's getting close to the fight, I mean, it's time to kill. It's time to kill. It's time to go to war. It's like a switch, especially in like the dressing room. It's like you
Mm.
walk into the arena, it's a switch, and I just can't wait. I can't wait for that feeling again.
So you'd say for you, yours is more so right when you get in that dressing room and you're about maybe a couple hours out from the fights when it really flips.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. Well, let's break down Carl Rogers. He's 3-2. Obviously, I'm not sure if you have much film on him or whatnot, but what's your thoughts on him as a fighter?
I watched like one fight. I ain't
Okay.
really watched too much, but I watched one fight, and he be like bossing and moving a little bit. He's short, awkward. He be moving, and that's all I know. That's all I seen. And next week, I'm just ready to go in there and shine. Sure.
You know, I talked about in the very beginning of the intro that you are one of the most highly anticipated prospects. Anyone that obviously is not familiar with you yet needs to start watching you. And so when you talk about this, more and more people will start having their eyes on you. You're going to be on the Hitchens Kambosos fight card. For people that have not yet seen Zaquin Moses, how would you describe yourself? How would you break down what you bring to the ring?
Um, but I bring to the ring. I'm a great boxer. I
Right.
mean, I like to box. I can box real good. I mean, I can hit when I get hit. I can fight at the same time. When it's time to fight, I can fight. Like I'm a great fighter. I mean, I like to break people down. I like to beat people up.
Yeah.
I like to have fun, and I'm just me, man. For real.
If you were to make a prediction for how the fight goes down June 14th, what would your prediction be?
You ask me, I'm trying to not. I don't know, you feel me, but uh, I don't know. I'm gonna just beat him up. I'm gonna just beat
Okay.
him up. I'm gonna have fun. Shine. And I'm gonna beat him up, and if the stoppage come, it come.
After the June 14th is over, the night's completed, and people that seen you get to watch your fight, what's the statement that you want to send? What do you want people to be taking away from Zaquin Moses at the conclusion of June 14th?
That I'm here. I feel like I don't get mentioned enough. I mean, I am only 3 fights in, but
Right.
I feel like I don't get mentioned enough when it comes to prospects. I feel like sooner or later, the people going to finally see that I am one of them ones. I am one of them top prospects, and it's just a matter of time to the people see.
I want to ask you a little bit more on that because, as I said, when I watch you fight, like you said, obviously it's only 3 fights so far. So obviously, maybe not people can have that little bit of excuse there. But when you talk about yourself, how bright is your future? What's the ceiling for yourself when you talk about what you can accomplish throughout your long career?
I mean, I feel like the future bright. The future bright for me. As long as I stay focused, as long as I keep winning, keep beating people up.
Right.
I got a great team behind me, and the future is bright for me, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
You also talk about the fact that you feel like you don't get enough respect, and I do agree with that statement you made there. Do you feel like that, in a way, puts a certain chip on your shoulder in a way that you want to go out there and prove people wrong?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I feel like people just like they be trying to know me as Shakur cousin,
Right.
but but I can fight for real. Like that's one thing I can do. I can fight. And like I said, it's just a matter of time till people see it. I got my own name. I am Zaquin Moses. I can fight, and shoot, I just can't wait. I'm gonna have to show them. That's all it is. I'm gonna have to show them, and they just gotta see.
If you were to outline the next 12 to 18 months for yourself, obviously, if Carl Rogers' fight goes according to plan, you obviously move to 4-0 at that point in time. But when you look at the next year, year and a half, let's say even going into 2027, where do you see yourself at that point in time? What's the accomplishments? How many fights? Those type of things. Where do you see yourself at that point in time?
Uh, that's hard. No, it's not hard. It's not hard. I'm gonna have over 10, 15 fights for sure.
Okay.
You said 2027.
Yeah. So basically, in the way next year and a half, let's say.
Yeah, 2027. I'm gonna be a contender. I'm gonna be a contender. Making my way to a belt, and I'm speaking to existence. I can't wait. I can't wait for real. I can't wait.
I love talking to prospects because when you talk about it, obviously it's a little bit different from when you're a prospect to when you're official contender. You fight a lot less and whatnot. You're just kind of building yourself up, getting custom. So when you look at, like you said, the next 18 months for yourself, is your main goal to get yourself acclimated to the professional ranks and really make yourself get as many fights? I mean, you said you possibly 10, 15, whatever fights. Is that really your biggest goal over the next year, year and a half?
Yeah, 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 for sure. For
Okay.
sure, they get the experience to get more comfortable
Hmm.
fighting with the smaller gloves, no headgear,
Right.
and just getting the experience for real. And when it's time to step up, step it up. We gonna step it up.
We're going to get into your amateur career in a minute here, but when you talk about the transition for yourself, would you say that was easy? Do you feel like your overall fighting style get transitioned quite easy for yourself? Was it a little bit of an adjustment, or how did that transition go from amateur to pro for yourself?
Uh, it wasn't that hard because like I've been around it. I've been a lot around a lot of great fighters
Right.
like Shakur, like Ted Crawford, like Raymond Ford,
Hmm.
like Keyshawn. I've been around all these great fighters and just watching them and seeing how they train, being in the dressing room, just watching. I feel like it prepared me for the lights. It prepared me for fighting, turning pro. It just prepared me for the moment. Like you watch my pro debut, it's like I ain't really look too nervous. Like
Agree. Yeah.
it was just like you feel me. It felt like I've been there before, and I feel like I adjusted real well.
I also feel like you're a quick learner, and there's two parts what you just talked about there. But one of them is from your pro debut already to just your most recent fight you had. I feel like there was a little bit more, just a better version of yourself. Like you quickly are developing pretty rapidly. Would you say that's an accurate statement?
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. Uh, my pro debut, for real, like I just said, I ain't look nervous,
Yeah.
but I was nervous.
All right.
Yeah, I was nervous for sure. I was nervous the whole week, the
Okay.
press conference, the weigh-in. I was nervous, but my last fight, I wasn't nervous at all. I wasn't nervous like talking in the
Mhm.
press conference. I wasn't nervous. I felt real good for real, for real.
And you talk about being able to be in such a great corner. Obviously, as you talked about, everyone knows you as Shakur Stevenson's cousin. Obviously, you have a great person to learn from there. You have this corner, Bud Crawford, somebody you can learn from. You have obviously Raymond Ford as well, and you can tell that you've taken bits and pieces from each and every single one of those guys and implemented it into your game. So, how have you just been able to soak in all this information, being able to be in this great position? How have you just kind of soaked in that information and data from each of these guys you've been around?
For real, like being around all them, like all the great fighters you just named, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing because a lot of young fighters like myself, they don't really get the opportunity that I got that I had, and I'm
Right.
just blessed and me watching them, me learning, it just coming like it's coming like a snap. It's coming fast, but it's coming
Yeah.
like I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm real blessed.
Talking about Shakur real quickly, when you look at everything he's taught you throughout your career to this point in time, what would you say has been the biggest lesson he's taught you?
He told me a lot for real, bro. He told me a lot, in the ring and outside the ring. But him just telling me to be myself. You
Mm,
feel me? It's gonna be like, don't be on social media a lot, cause people gonna have something to say either good or bad. And if they is talking good or bad, it's good that they mentioning your name, man. He just keep me straight, keep me humble, and I appreciate that for sure.
It's interesting that you brought something that's kind of in a way outside of the ring. I feel like when you look at Shakur, and you even made a tweet about this a little bit ago, he's one of the most humble, down to earth guys. Helps guys get up and kind of lift them up in so many different aspects. When you talk
Mm.
about Shakur outside the ring, because obviously people will judge him whatever it is. In my opinion, he's the number one guy at 135. But when you talk about just overall everybody outside of the ring, we don't know Shakur like that. So what is he like just as a person outside of the ring?
He a real family man. He a real family
Mm.
man. He love his family, family first. I mean, people probably don't think he's stuck up because I be on social media, but we laughing all day, we playing all day. We get on the game. We'll go play pickleball. We just
All
having
right.
fun as a family. And he got a big heart. Anything you need, anything you want to talk about, he the person for sure. He the person.
For yourself, was boxing always the dream for yourself from the time you were young? Was that the only sport you went after, or when did you fall in love with boxing?
Nah, I actually played football. I actually loved football at first.
Okay,
It was like I was a young kid playing football, and having fun, being a kid. And I think I was 14. I was boxing. I was boxing since I was like 3. I
okay,
boxed since I was 3. I took 3 years off. I was
gotcha.
not. I took 3 years off. I came back and it was like I started watching. I started watching Shakur. I ain't just started watching Shakur. We grew up together. But I
Right.
started watching like what he was accomplishing. And I started like paying more attention to it. Like he went to the Olympics. I saw him win the Olympics. And then
Mm.
it was just like he came home. It was like he with the family, all the love he was getting in the parade. It was like nothing we never seen before. And then I started getting in the gym. It was just me and my grandfather. I started getting in the gym. I started getting back in the gym. Start working. And then I was 15. I was 14. I was still 14. At the end of the year, Shakur, he told me to move with him. And like, and one day he was in the garage. He was getting powered, and he was like, I see something in you.
Mm.
And this, that, and the third, like I see something in you. And then after that, it just the rest was history for real. For real. I stayed locked in. I started watching his every move, how he trained, everything, and he be nothing to motivate me.
So when did you give up football then? Were you still doing football up until that point, or when did you kind of go all in on
Nah,
boxing?
nah, I stopped. I stopped playing
Okay,
football when I was. I stopped playing football when I was. I think I was 12 or 13. I
gotcha.
was 12 or 13. I stopped playing football, and I just ain't like. Once I start getting back into boxing, I just ain't like it no more. It was like I
Hmm.
didn't want to play it no more. Like it was, feel me?
Gotcha.
There was no love to it. Like I ain't want to do nothing that I ain't love. And, and
Hmm.
and then I started loving boxing again. And it was like, I'm gonna stick with it. That's what I'm gonna do.
You go into the amateur career, and you are a three-time national champion. You have an incredible run as an amateur. When did you feel like you started getting comfortable and saying, you know what, I know I'm one of those top guys out there?
Um, I think it was my last year being an amateur.
Hmm.
I think it was my last year being an amateur. I won 2 tournaments. I won no, actually that was, but at the end of the year, I think it was 2023, 2024.
Okay.
One of them, but I won the last chance and I qualified for the Olympic trials. And
Hmm.
that's when I was like, and I had to fight 5 days straight. Like I ain't getting no break. I had to fight 5 days. And I
Okay.
was like, yeah, I'm one of them ones for sure.
There is a matchup that you had that I really want to dive into a little bit, and that was when you fought Curmel Moton in 2023. Obviously, you guys are both kind of the two of the top guys that are in their early 20s right now. Walk us through that fight over there because I feel like that was almost a career-defining move. When you talk about that, obviously it's gonna be on your record. Everyone knows about that from the amateur ranks. How big was that fight for yourself?
It was big because we still amateur and like the build up was like crazy. It was
Yeah.
crazy, but a lot of people ain't know I actually like been in the ring before we come out. Like we sparred a couple times before we even fought.
Okay.
So it was like it was real big. It was a real bit up for us being amateurs, and it was a crazy experience for real. Cause I ain't never like fight nobody like that or anything,
Yeah.
and it just happened. It was happening fast. Like it was going quick, and I had to adapt quick. So
Mhm.
it was fun for sure.
Do you feel like that moment for yourself was in a way that confirmation to kind of was like, okay, I really am that guy. I can compete with the best of them, and I know that I've got a bright future in the sport.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Those is one of the moments because Curmel is one of the was one of the top dudes back then in the
Right.
amateurs. I mean, he still is a top dude right now. He doing his thing in the pros, but yeah, that was one of the moments for sure. Uh,
Well, I have to ask you. Obviously, we look at you two. Both of you guys are top-ranked young prospects. Is this a matchup you guys would ever like to do at the professional ranks?
yeah, later down the line, yeah, yeah, we gonna get it in. We gonna
All
get
right.
it in. Not just us, but a lot of people. We gonna get it in for sure. I won't fight. I won't fight anybody. We gonna get it in.
I know some people are saying that would be a fun fight to make at you guys' younger ages. Is that something like you said you're not going to want to fight up until you guys are both probably ranked, possibly for world championship type of situation? Like it won't be for a few years out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's well now we in the business now. Now
Yeah.
we into more like you feel me. So
Hmm.
so later down the line, I feel like it's gonna be more of a story, and it's gonna be we gonna make a lot of money together. So later down the line in the future, we gonna get it in. We gotta get it in. I mean, I know he won't fight me, so we gotta get it in for sure.
If that fight were to go down, I know we're talking the future here. How do you see the pro fight going down between you two?
Um, me winning,
All right.
me winning.
I want to go into your pro jump then. We already talked about that, but you obviously go out there and eventually sign with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. That has been a huge thing for yourself, obviously helping you already get to a massive promotion at such a young age. What led to Matchroom? Why is that the route you wanted to go?
Um, I made my pro debut on this car and like. Uh, they was promoting me good. I wasn't even signed to them yet, and it was like they was promoting me real good. Like I was signed to them, and it was like I don't know. It was like a instant connection. Like after my fight, Eddie jumped in one of my interviews. It was just like instant. Like I felt like that was a great place for me,
Hmm.
and I'm happy I got the opportunity to sign with them, and I'm gonna keep showing them. I'm gonna show them why they made a great decision to sign me.
When you have discussions with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, what's their plans for you? Have they talked about their plan, their routes for you, what they want, what should they expect for you, or what's their plans in store for you?
Nah, we ain't really talked too much about that,
Okay.
but what I can say is I am under a great deal. I am taken care of. They taking care of me, and I just gotta keep fighting, keep showing out, and the opportunity's gonna come with me shining for sure.
There's a few more things I want to get into before I let you go, Zay. And one of those things is that you are from New Jersey. When you talk
Yeah,
about representing Newark, New Jersey, what does that mean to you?
I mean it mean a lot. It mean a lot. I mean a lot of people from North New Jersey, they never seen outside of North New Jersey or
Hmm.
it's a real struggle down there. Like they don't got no choice to be in the streets and do that, do this, do you feel me? So
Hmm.
I'm representing all the ones that they don't got no choice. I'm representing all the ones that don't know what it look like, don't know what it look like outside of North New Jersey. I'm representing them. I'm representing the kids, and I'm representing. I hope I'm representing strong, but I'm representing for sure.
When you look at the future, I mean, obviously we have yourself, we have Shakur Stevenson, we have others now coming out of just this own little city within a great state of New Jersey. How much is there any pressure, I guess I should say, that comes with that, knowing that you have so many eyes looking up to you?
I mean, and it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. I
Hmm.
mean, especially me being Shakur little cousin, and I'm the oldest of 13 too, so I got a lot of siblings. They all
Hmm.
both of my little brothers here right now. They be wild and like any like I get touched a certain type of way, anything they got something to say. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. And I feel like these moments, the pressure, all this, I'm built for this.
Hmm.
I'm built for this, and I'm gonna keep shining, man. That's what I love to do. I love to have fun. I love to shine. I love to fight, and I can't wait till the world see it.
We also got into one of the other guys that you spar a lot with. That's Ray Ford. I want to get into him because he's also one of the top American fighters in all the country right now. Learning from a guy of that caliber, what has that been like for yourself?
It's been a blessing. It's been a
Mm,
blessing. I mean, Ray first for a title fight. I was his main sparring partner. I
hmm.
helped him for that fight. We got a lot of great rounds in that fight, and I feel like Ray is one of those dudes that people don't really know how good he is neither. Like I feel like they saw that Nick Ball fight. It was a lot going on. I don't want to say, but it's a lot going on with him. In terms of making weight, and he Ray one of the ones for sure. I can't wait until the world actually see him actually get an opportunity to show that, because he is one of the ones, and I appreciate him for sure.
Getting rounds in at your that young of an age to be able to learn from a guy like that, how much better did that make you as a fighter?
That made me a lot
Mhm.
better, because I spar Ray. I do a whole camp with Ray, and
Mhm.
I get in there with like another pro or something, and it'd be like I can tell like it's different. Like
Yeah, there's levels to
other
it.
fighters will know, like other fighters will know, like you go spar somebody, and then you'll get in there with somebody else, and it's like they can't do nothing with you. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So yeah,
So I know I asked a question about Shakur earlier, but now for Ray, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from him now in your career?
Ray, Ray, I don't really know. Ray just been a big brother to me. Like
All right.
he been a big brother. Like he took me under his wing. Like because I wasn't sound matching him. He took me under his wing. I was following him everywhere. I was seeing what he was eating. I was watching him, and he was just showing me the way for real, showing me what to do and what not to do, and he was showing me, and I appreciate him.
I love that. Zay, well, Zay, I got one final question for you. It's a question like wrapping up each and every single interview with, and that's talking about your legacy. Obviously, we know you're young. You still have a great young future and bright future ahead of yourself. But when that career does come to a conclusion down the road, what is it that you want to leave behind as a legacy? What do you want to be remembered for what you've accomplished both inside and outside of that ring?
Uh, I want to be known to I want to be known as the best. I
Mm,
want to be known as the best. I want to be known as the dude that fought everybody and won. I want to be known as a dude that while fighting everybody, collecting a lot of belts. I just want to be the best. I want to be the best, and when they talk about boxing, my name gotta be brung up. Like
mm.
there's no way going around that. It gotta be brought up, and I want to be great for sure.
I love that. Well, Zay, I appreciate you taking time to come on in, man. I can't wait to see what God's got in store for you, and best of luck on June 14th. Of
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
course, you're always welcome on, man. God bless.
You too.